All right, so I think I'm going to be starting making like some sort of video. I don't care if it's short, I don't really care if it's long. Some sort of video every single day, just because as of now, as I'm making this video, I have a lot of different things to speak on and think about, and just things that I'm like, I guess, that I have on my mind. Because I was thinking to myself earlier, like this they're not really this time last year. I guess this time last year. But when I was working at this same job that I'm about to start working at, I was really struggling with finding ideas like this. Like I never had anything to talk about. And I'm pretty sure it's mainly due to the fact that I was very consistent. My life was very stable. My life was very consistent. I really had nothing to talk about, and I was just kind of going every single day, working, coming home, working, coming home. And I was kind of in that lifestyle where I had nothing bad going on, nothing good going on. I was mainly just existing, and feeling that I'm gonna be right back in that same spot in the next couple of, well, okay, really in the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple of months, especially when I have everything I need. But I want to come on here, and I guess this video I want to talk about a couple of things that I have changed, a couple of I guess mental, like actually how my mentality has basically changed since I got out of high school, like since my very last day, which was 2 years ago now. Um just how I've changed mentally and what I'm thinking. So, one thing, first things first, I've completely changed my mentality and mindset when it comes to finances. So, for example, if I'm going to buy a $50,000 Tesla, I will not go buy that car unless I can go spend 50K in cash, and that doesn't include the getting the tag for it and getting full coverage insurance and window tint, maybe getting it wrapped, everything, charging. If I cannot afford all of it in cash, I will not go get it. I don't care. If like maybe like a $3,000 or $4,000 studio setup. If I'm gonna go, buy anything, I'm buying it in cash. And if I cannot afford it in cash, I cannot afford it. Like I was, a couple years ago, I remember doing research on like jobs that, like middle class jobs that can get me this car, get me that, like air traffic control, for example. When I was super obsessed with air traffic control, I was like, well, you can make 100 to 150K a year, especially after you get, a couple years of experience under your belt and you become CTC, whatever, da 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 da. And I was looking at like, cars for around the 60 to 100K range, and I was gonna look and see how much, what type of down payment I was gonna put down. And I'm gonna be honest, my mentality and the way I look at it at finances could change again. But if I cannot afford whatever it is that I'm going to buy in cash, I'm not going for it. This is why I'm trying to grind so hard, which I'm not really in the current position to really grind. I'm kind of in the preparation period. So after I get my house, my up the apartment, whatever I decide to get, a car, furniture, whatever I need, washer, dryer, studio setup, streaming setup for all of that, my camera, whatever. After I get everything, I'm going to go full, I mean hands on. Like I mean full, like I guess you could say balls to the wall. I'm going like crazy, grinding every day with music, with streaming, with videography, photography. I don't care what it is, I'm going to grind. And that's the thing. I'm telling you, bro, this job that I'm going to work at, yes, I can definitely live off of that job. I can get a little tiny house, or like, a smaller house, or maybe even like a bigger apartment around here, and, go to work there for the rest of my life and come back. But let's be honest, that is just not what I want to do. Because I remember last year because I worked there for 7 months, actually, maybe even like not even, maybe even like closer to 6, but around the 7 month mark. And I remember, I will not forget going, I guess, to work every day. And when I would come home, I was like, okay, because some days were good, some days was bad, some days was good, some days was bad. That is one thing that I liked about working at Southern Motion, because every single day, obviously some days, the people kind of got on my nerves and made me, upset. Somebody said something or did something, but the work was so consistent. I never had to worry about something messing up. I never had to worry about me accidentally, doing this wrong, or, accidentally, because I mean, dog, I had a literal dolly. I would get my foot, kick it up under the furniture, pull it back, and load a truck. It is so simple. But with working this type of job, it's a lot more mental and physical, actually, to be honest. But it pays so much more. I'm going to be making double of what I was making. And that way, I can definitely live off of what I'm about to be making, and it's just going to speed the process up. So, tomorrow is potentially my first day. So, I have an interview at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow. And like I said, I'm going to be on third shift, which is 11 p.m. at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not exactly sure, I guess, if I'm going to be starting tomorrow, because that's how they used to do it. But with me being the only one in the entire company that is going to be starting back, because the entire company is on a hiring freeze. So I got really, really lucky to get on. I might start Monday for a fresh start. I don't know. But I will say, if I get to start tomorrow, I'll have a 2-day paycheck. I'll have a Friday and a Saturday paycheck. So I guess I'm gonna be decently excited about that. Because I will have a 2-day paycheck coming next Wednesday. So yeah, this next following Wednesday. With that being said about the whole mentality thing, I have to find a way to make the money. I am like, yes, I can get my credit up, but dog, this is the reason why this is probably one of the most important things I have said on this entire channel. This right here is why I am I get not really obsessed, but so dedicated and so serious about trying to make a lot of money. Because yes, sure, I can get my credit up, and then after, 5 to 10 years of perfect credit history, yeah, I can go, get approved for a house and approved for this fancy, nice car. Dog, I'm 19. Even like 25 is so young, because insurance doesn't even drop down for guys until they hit 25. That is 6 years from now, bro. Like, yeah, like I said, I can spend 5 to 10 years working on my credit and getting a good credit history. Because even if you have a 750 credit score, if you only have a year, 1 to like 3 or 4 years of credit history, that's not going to matter, because you don't have enough of that history to back it up. You don't have enough experience, or not really experience, but credit history. It's going to be so much harder to get finance for a house unless you put like a lot of money down, which is, that might be possible. But I don't know, like, I guess at the end of the day, it's whatever it works out. But like I said, I really want a Tesla. If I can get to Vancouver, Washington, I'm going to, obviously whatever vehicle I have, I've considered driving. So whatever vehicle I get within the next couple of weeks, or, the next month, whatever, I'm probably going to drive, just because I want to see how, I guess, I don't know. I haven't really been that part of the U.S. I've only been directly like down south, like Florida, or I've been to the east, like North Carolina, or I've been straight north. Really, like the Midwest, I've been more than anywhere, like Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. I guess Ohio might be the Midwest. I don't really know, but all of them areas, especially Minnesota and Michigan, I've been to quite a few times. But I had all the money right now, and I'm just going to say this. If I had $700,000 in cash and I bought a house full cash, so that means the only bills I would have is to keep the power on, to keep the water running. That is it. That is to keep airflow, to keep lights, to keep the water running, keep the TV on, keep the internet going, cat litter, whatever. But still, that is what I would do. If I had $700K and I could find a house for $700K or less, I would go spend $700,000 cash to have a house there and live there for the next year, like 30 years. I would never move from that house. If something happened, oh my God, guess what? You have homeowners insurance. That's another thing I would have to pay. Homeowners insurance, HOA fees most likely, and, whatever, property taxes, whatever. It doesn't even matter. That is what I would do. So from step to step, if I had 700K, I found a house on Zillow, call them up. Maybe I can get them. I can talk them down, maybe 50K. So let's say they agree to 650. Okay, I'm going to, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna wire that money to them, 650K. That house is gonna go in my name. I'm going to have. So I'm here in North Mississippi as I'm speaking, as I'm talking. I'm still down here, but I'm communicating back and forth because we have a beautiful thing called technology and cell phones and computers, and a lot of money, obviously. But thankful for all of that. I'm still down here communicating with the people and the realtor or the homeowner that I'm buying this house from. Well, whatever. I get the house. And mind you, I'm still down here. I get my house completely furnished, spend 10 to 15K on getting the house completely furnished, get my internet set up there, I'll probably hire someone to just make sure it's like deep cleaned, stuff like that. I want a home decor or someone, I forgot what it's called. Just remember, interior designer. I want an interior designer to, because dog, my mom set this up and Jesus Christ, it is horrible. Like it is so bad. It makes me want to pull my hair out. But I would have an interior designer to fix that, or not fix it, but set it up good for me. Then I would drive. I'd have everything packed. I'd have everything I had. I would have a U-Haul. And I would get my computer set up. I'd get whatever furniture, or not furniture, because I'm going to get everything furnished already up there. So that's going to be done. So I'm going to get a U-Haul, and that's what I'm going to carry, like my computer stuff, my PS5s, my consoles, my streaming setup, my studio setup, my TVs, all the electronics, and stuff like that. That is going to be in the U-Haul. And I'm also going to have my car either hauled up to Vancouver, Washington, or I might drive it, but whatever. I may be just driving the U-Haul and get that car settled in eventually, whatever. But then when I get there, so I'm gonna have my car, and then I'm gonna order in cash. I'm not getting finance. I'm gonna go to Tesla.com. I'm gonna pick a brand new Model 3. I don't know if I want to get. I don't see the point in a long range, because the state of Washington is literally ranked number 4 for having the most Teslas, which means more service stations, service centers, and more superchargers. So I don't see the point in getting a long range. So either I'm going to get the regular all-wheel drive version, or I'm going to get the Model 3 Performance, whatever I decide. Then I'm going to have that. I'm going to get the car. Obviously, I paid it in cash, so I'm going to have no payment except for an insurance payment. And then tag, whatever, I'm going to get the windows tinted. I'm going to get it wrapped, and I don't know what color, but whatever. That is how I plan my life out, day by day, literally day by day. That is how my life gets planned out. That is how I am literally on top of it. I plan it out, and I plan it out in a way that it will become true. I'm going to make enough money. I'm going to make it out of Mississippi. I'm going to make enough money. I will be in Vancouver. Like I said in my other video that I posted, I cannot back out. I cannot go to Minneapolis anymore. I'm stuck in Vancouver, Washington. I don't know why I'm trying to say Canada, but Vancouver, Washington. I'm not going anywhere else. That is where I'm going to go. I'm going to start a family there. I might even get a couple of buddies to come live with me. I don't even care. I'm going. I will have enough money in cash. I will find a way to make it work. I'm going to do this. Bam.